Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. It has been an incredible week here in the World Wrestling Federation this past week. Tuesday, we were at Madison Square Garden. What a tremendous event it was. And indeed, history made at the Garden as we have a brand new Intercontinental Champion. That's right, Jake the Snake Roberts was victorious over Bret the Hitman Hart.
Tremendous matchup. The crowd was on fire for it. And I've got to tell you, I've seen a lot of great matches out of both of those guys, but that was one that I will remember for a long time to come.
Indeed. As a matter of fact, the new Intercontinental Champion himself will be in action right here tonight, as well as the Tag Team Champions. Our main event will be for the World Television Championship. Superfly Jimmy Snuka still looking to extract revenge on Piper's Pit members, in this case, the reigning television champion, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
That's going to be a worthy main event. That would be a main event anywhere, and we've got to be right here on Saturday morning.
All that action and plenty action more. As a matter of fact, a big return match is coming your way as we speak. The participants are ready to head to the ring. We saw what happened. S.D. Jones pulling off a massive upset over the one and only Macho Man Randy Savage. Tonight, he looks to get even.
Yeah, Macho Man has not sat well with that loss. It was a shocking win. Nobody expected it.
All right, the participants are indeed ready for action. The bell sounds and here we go. Savage right off the bat with an elbow right to the head of SD.
You know, one of the first things I'll tell you that I noticed is this time Miss Elizabeth is here at ringside.
Well, a lot of people were questioning her whereabouts for that last match, and Randy Savage blaming her for the distraction of not being in his corner. According to Miss Elizabeth, she was doing the work that he had laid out for her to do. Travel itinerary in particular.
Well, I think last time the Macho Man took S.D. Jones a little too lightly, and I doubt very seriously that he's going to make that mistake here tonight.
Unloading with a series of rights and lefts, and now the Macho Man. Big knee lift, and down goes S.D. Jones.
S.D. Jones all the way out to the floor now, and I don't know if that's a good place to be with the Macho Man.
Savage trying to get S.D. to come back into the squared circle, and he does. And now the Macho Man. Oh, he just caught him, and S.D. has been split wide open. Look at this, S.D. Jones has the Macho Man. And there's the slam.
Macho Man Randy Savage, we knew he was going to come out in a different mindset this week after what happened last time.
Indeed, he is not just looking to beat S.D. Jones, he is looking to punish him. Into the corner he goes as Miss Elizabeth watching on. I'm not so sure she's happy with what she's seeing out of her man. Look at this, Savage, what a move. We can't take anything away from him when it comes to just raw talent and ability. The Macho Man has it in spades. Tying up with SD now, takes him down and stomping away on the chest of Special Delivery. Boot to the midsection and now has SD up. And Jones fighting his way back out.
Hard to say what Randy was planning with that one.
SD has him up again, couldn't hold him. Macho Man with the Irish whip. Reversal by SD Jones. Drop down, back out front. Oh, and he went for it. Nobody was home. On the apron now, Macho Man Randy Savage just dropping SD Jones across that top rope. And now the Macho Man off the top rope and all the way to the floor, nobody home.
SD Jones moving out of the way just in the nick of time.
You can blow a knee out doing that. I mean, you could have done serious damage even if you would have connected with the move, but it's so much worse when you don't.
And now look at this. SD Jones is following it up here on the floor. He's got a figure four. He knows that knee is in trouble.
And the Macho Man able to turn it over. My goodness, the battle raging on. And Savage with SD Jones again, walking him across the ring. What has he got in mind? Snapping him down across the top rope, and the Macho Man very happy with himself.
Well, everyone's happy right now except for this crowd. I can tell you that right now. Even Miss Elizabeth doesn't look to be too thrilled with her man.
Savage has SD back up one more time. Once again, what's he got? Now he's taking him over again and right in front of Miss Elizabeth.
Not sure what Savage is saying to Miss Elizabeth, but there was a exchange of words for certain.
The way we have seen him treat her over the many weeks, somehow the word Macho Man doesn't seem to really fit. SD again has him up. Big right hand and down he goes. SD has weathered the storm and now a 1 count. There's the headbutt. That might be all she wrote. Savage is down. And again a kick out.
SD Jones has put a lot of people out with that devastating headbutt. And now the Macho Man going all the way to the top rope. This could be the match.
Indeed, Randy Savage dropping the elbow. What is he doing now? The match is over. What are you doing? And now he follows it up with a knee just for good measure. What is going on?
He let SD up. He had him. Savage let him up.
Well, he may rue the day. You do not give someone like SD Jones a chance to get back into the match. He's got him up. Oh, there's that pile driver. That's definitely going to be the end. Oh, not another one. Come on now. Enough of this. Another elbow drop, and that for certain is going to be the end of SD here today.
Decisive victory. I knew that Savage was going to come out here to make a statement tonight to make up for the embarrassment he feels he suffered a week ago.
Well, it was indeed a one-sided battle, as you would have expected. And whether or not wiping this blemish off the record, or at least systematically perhaps, will get the Macho Man to focus in another direction other than SD Jones.
Well, no matter what happened here today, it doesn't take away from what SD Jones did in the past.
Indeed, it does not, as the Macho Man... Wait a minute. What is he doing now? Savage, are you kidding me? He's got a steel chair. Savage is not done with SD Jones yet, and this is out of control.
He's trying to put SD out once and for all.
Fans, we're going to have to go to commercial. We're not going to put up with any more of this. I can't believe it. The Macho Man on the floor, on the top of the chair. You gotta be. We'll be back.
Wrestling superstar. It's like having a real match right in your own home. There's Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Iron Sheik. Hulk Hogan and Big John Studd. And now you can fly them and flip them in the Fling 'em Wrestling Ring. Wrestling Superstars and New Wrestling Ring, each sold separately from LJN.
All right, wrestling fans, we are back. I am still absolutely shocked at what we just saw here moments ago.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 275 pounds, Don Muraco.
The magnificent Morocco with Captain Lou Albano in his corner.
Captain's been laying low as of late.
Well, I understand he's had a lot of business meetings taking place on behalf of his gathering, if you would call them that. I'm not sure what the right word is, quite honestly, when it comes to Captain Lou.
And his opponent from Glens Falls, New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Here comes the former television champion Hacksaw Jim Duggan with Old Glory over his shoulder.
Well, he's a former member of the Cobra Corps. We all know that a couple of weeks back, Sergeant Slaughter had all of his troops stand down as the war, in his words, at WrestleMania was won. But that they were all still able to be deputized and brought back to service at any given point in time.
Indeed, when you're a member of the Cobra Corps, active duty is a call away, and they know that. Duggan and the Macho Man, or beg your pardon, Magnificent Morocco.
Well, you know, Magnificent and Macho Man, not too big a difference, really, when it comes to mentality anyway. They both think they are the greatest of all time.
Right now it is Morocco getting the upper hand. Hacksaw Jim Duggan knows what it takes to win the big matches, and this is a big match, especially for a Saturday morning program. This could have been the main event, easily.
Yeah, we've got some great matches today, and a lot of them could have been.
Here's a wind-up, and there's the pitch, just in time for baseball season. And now look at Duggan biting away on the hand of Morocco.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is no stranger to Magnificent Morocco, Captain Lou Albano, and the tactics that they employ. And smart move, in my opinion. Jaw first blood. Bite them before they bite you.
Indeed, the magnificent one right there with a tremendous drop kick. We don't usually see that much out of Morocco. He tends to like the ground and pound style. But he is definitely well adapted to the world of professional wrestling. He could have a tremendous classical technical match if he wanted to.
He's definitely capable of it, but that's not the way he's built, man. He likes to go out there and he just wants to brawl with everybody he gets in the ring with.
Duggan dropping that fist right between the eyes of the magnificent one. Morocco, of course, we've seen it before. We've talked about it many times. The Hawaiian Hammer, where he drops his opponent straight down on top of his head, much like the pile driver, but even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you really are coming straight down. There is no momentum moving you away from the impact. And the fact that some of these guys who've been dropped like that ever come back to wrestle again is amazing to me.
That and a true testament to them as well. If anybody could withstand it, it might indeed be Hacksaw Jim Duggan. now Morocco going to work on Duggan now. Belly to back suplex, dropping him on the back of his head and neck, and Duggan is in trouble. Morocco signaling perhaps for the Hawaiian Hammer.
He was calling for it, but did not get a chance to deliver on that.
Head first into the turnbuckle he goes. There's a scoop down across the knee. Nice backbreaker, and again Morocco. Boots in the midsection. Oh, look at his back body drop. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, nicely doing. Getting out of that situation.
Well, he bought himself some time, but Morocco right back in control, and you can see Captain Lou Albano.
Morocco with a knee right to the chest of Duggan. The action in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, has been back and forth, but right now, Morocco is in control, and that was a 2.5 count. Clothesline and Duggan all the way to the floor.
Magnificent Morocco still in the ring right now as Duggan tries to make his way back in.
Clothesline by the Magnificent One. Going for the cover. There's a count of 1. There's 2. He got him. Morocco putting away Hacksaw Jim Duggan in convincing manner, I might say. He's made it clear that he's got his sights set on the World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan.
Well, this is a win that's going to definitely go a long way to propelling him towards that match. If that's where he wants things to go.
As we take a look back, look at his clothesline, really just rocked him. And Duggan had nothing left at that point in the match.
Here is your winner, Don.
Indeed, a big victory for that man. We'll be back with more action here on Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. Fans, now's your opportunity. Head over to the Nation Network, go to the Community tab, and get the latest edition of One Nation, the wrestling magazine. All of the action recapped for you right here on a weekly basis. Find out what's happening in front of the cameras as well as what's happening behind the scenes. You'll be in the know if you have the One Nation Wrestling Magazine. All the information any great wrestling fan will want to have, and exclusively part of the Nation Network. All right, fans, we are back, and here come the reigning World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions.
Well, we saw them a week ago dethroning the Killer Bees for the tag team titles. They had a non-title match at Madison Square Garden this past week against the former champions, the Dream Team. That didn't go the way they thought it would.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a shock, you may say.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 542 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Axe and Smash Demolition.
You can check out the entire show, Madison Square Garden, over on the Nation Network, the channel over on Twitch. That is the exclusive home of Tuesday Night Titans, where we will have random house shows from across the world of professional wrestling here on the Nation Network. You can find a link in the description box down below. This match, of course, is a non-title match going up against the Conquistadors. And Smash getting things started off right now against Conquistador number 1. Back heel trip, nicely done.
See Conquistador number 2 trying to take a shot. Oh, and he caught him with a knee.
Big clothesline this time, and now Smash back in control. I think Demolition not too happy about how their Garden return went, and perhaps the Conquistadors are going to be on the receiving end of the punishment as a result.
Well, at least until the next time we see the Dream Team get in there for the tag team titles, which now we know is going to end up happening.
Well, it'll be pick'em time for the fans when that happens, because generally speaking, neither of those teams well liked. Look at this. Still battling his way out of the corner. Nice Russian leg sweep. Well done, and the Conquistador doing a hell of a job fighting his way back. Oh, the sledgehammer right to the chest, the double axe handle.
Yeah, he just about caved his chest in with that one.
Tag made, and now once again the double team by the Demolition. Oh, look at this. Smash in control, driving that knee right in there.
See the Conquistador number 2 on the apron, and he is trying to get his tag team partner to make the tag.
Oh, he got taken out that time. A little retribution for his earlier interference. And Smash right there, living up to the name. The double axe handle once again. A favorite move of the Demolition. Look at this, Conquistador. Trying his luck, and that's not the place to do it. Going up against the Demolition. Double hot shot. And now, Axe goes for the cover. Is that enough?
I believe it would have been enough, but he decided to hand out more punishment.
Indeed, Axe in complete control right now of this one. Oh, look at the roll-up in the corner. And coming right back at him. Another tag made wide open as Smash comes in, and a double team. They are pounding him into the canvas. Going now for the cover. Gets one, gets two. Just like that, it's over. Wow. Demolition. Absolutely demolishing the competition here this week.
Can't say I'm surprised.
No, nor can I. Let's take a look at it. Look at this, dropping him throat first across the top rope. And here, the second time around, how you supposed to survive that, I have no idea.
Sometimes a loss is one of the greatest motivators in sports anywhere.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that, and it seems to have worked here this week. We see the Macho Man bounce back, and now we've seen Demolition bounce back. I failed to envy anyone standing across the ring from these two. We'll be back with more Saturday morning in just a moment.
How can I get muscles like you guys? Wow, Mr. Wonderful!
You can start by getting in shape with the Hulkamania workout set.
Great!
It's got everything you need. Head and wristband, a jump rope for warming up, a hand gripper for power, dumbbells for strength, an exercise poster, and even Hulk's own workout tape.
The Hulkamania workout set. You from LJN.
Are you in shape yet?
Yeah!
Oh!
All right, fans, we are back in the ring at this time. Barry Horowitz And he is getting ready to go up against the newly crowned Intercontinental Champion, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Weighing in at 249 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Gene, you and I calling the action at Madison Square Garden this past Tuesday. What happened? What did I say on the way to the ring? If he won that title, he might keep it in the bag with Damian. He's not doing that. He's wearing it as he should.
Well, it still wouldn't surprise me if he ends up doing that at some point in time, because the point was legitimate. Who's going to reach in there and claim it in the event you were able to beat Jake the Snake Roberts? Barry Horowitz looking across the ring into those eyes.
The eyes of Jake the Snake Roberts, and I can think of a lot of other things I would probably prefer to see if I had to be in a wrestling ring against an opponent.
Fall away slam, and the Snake right now early on in control.
I wholeheartedly doubt it would ever happen. But Jake the Snake Roberts is one of those guys that I just don't imagine he would take even a Barry Horowitz, and I don't mean to besmirch Barry Horowitz in any way, but he doesn't have a very impressive win-loss record in the World Wrestling Federation. But I don't see Jake Roberts as being the guy that would take him for granted or look past him in any way, shape, or form.
No, indeed, he is treating him like anybody else as we see that thumb right to the eye. Roberts down. Oh, he caught him. And hammering away is Jake Roberts. How much more of this is Barry Horowitz supposed to take in what has been a dominated match? And still to come, the World Television title will be on the line. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, representing Piper's Pit, will be going one-on-one with Superfly Jimmy Snuka, looking for some retribution after what happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Roddy Piper was not happy about the way things turned out at WrestleMania and has pretty much handed out an order to make sure that Superfly Jimmy Snuka pays tonight for what he did.
Not sure what Piper's all upset about. It was a wrestling match. He came up on the short end of the stick is all. Horowitz trying to get some offense going, but Jake Roberts too quick for him. Look at this, Jake Roberts unloads on Barry Horowitz and continues to hammer away.
Horowitz going out to the floor, but Jake Roberts is there to meet him.
Big clothesline. Roberts lines up, and oh, there's a knee right to the head. Splits him wide open. Horowitz is hemorrhaging. Jake Roberts right now is in complete control, and he knows it.
There's been a lot of talk over that Intercontinental title and who will be the challenger for it. Bret the Hitman Hart, of course, you would think would be a natural selection for that. However, talking to Jimmy Hart recently, maybe not so much.
Well, Jimmy Hart has always got plans for the Hart Foundation. Roberts with a 2 count, make it 3. And Horowitz getting away easy.
Yeah, he didn't have to face the wrath of the DDT, which I've got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. I thought for sure we'd see that here tonight.
Well, we did see plenty out of Jake Roberts as he dominated this one. Look at this, Barry Horowitz left laying in the middle of the ring. A big win for the brand new Intercontinental Champion. We'll be back. Hold on, is he going to do what I think he's going to do?
He is going for the bag. He's going for Damian, and that referee is he's gonna get out of here quick, I think.
Indeed he does. And so are we. We'll be back in a moment.
How can I get muscles like you guys? Wow, Mr. Wonderful.
You can start by getting in shape with a Hulkamania workout set.
Great.
It's got everything you need. Head and wristband, a jump rope for warming up, a hand gripper for power, dumbbells for strength, an exercise poster, and even Hawk's own workout tape.
The Hulkamania workout set. You from LJN.
Are you in shape yet?
Yeah.
Oh!
Love new WWF figures with real wrestling action. Jake the Snake Roberts versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
DiBiase lands a $1 Million punch. Match Hulk Hogan against the Macho King Randy Savage.
Yeah, my almost master finish Hogan guaranteed.
Hogan slams him again. Match Andre the Giant against the Ultimate Warrior. Andre will squash the Ultimate Maniac. WWF figures so close to the real thing, it's like being in the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Action Championship.
All right, fans, we are ready for our main event of the evening, the Television Championship, currently held by Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And he's accompanied by Rowdy Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton. As if the Superfly doesn't have enough to worry about getting in the ring with Orndorff, he's got to keep his eyes outside the ring as much as inside the ring, I would say.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. There is a definite, distinct advantage that Orndorff has in this match. Let's start with being the champion. That gives you the champion's prerogative in the sense that if you get counted outside the ring or disqualified, you lose the match, but you don't lose the championship. And then add to that the outside presence of Rowdy Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton. The deck is definitely stacked in the favor of the television champion.
Orndorff sporting a brand new television championship title that he had custom made. A title that he says was as wonderful as he is. And here comes the opposition, ladies and gentlemen. Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Well, he led the team of the Islanders to victory at Madison Square Garden as part of WrestleMania last month. That has not sat well with Rowdy Roddy Piper, and he has basically issued an edict to his team. We are going to take Snuka out once and for all, and I don't care how we do it.
Well, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff going to try and get the job done here tonight, but he's got to also keep in mind what's at stake, that television championship.
Well, clearly, Superfly Jimmy Snuka knows what's at stake, and he is ready.
Introducing the challenger from Suva, Fiji, weighing in at 235 pounds, Superstar Jimmy Snuka!
The Superfly is ready for combat.
And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Action Champion, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Well, the champion again has the advantage in the match. In this case, he really has the advantage. Stacked deck across the board. Let's see how this all plays out.
I, for one, am very curious indeed to see if the Superfly can maintain his composure. Nice move to start things off. Snuka flying across with a clothesline on Orndorff, and he caught him. Look at Cowboy Bob Orton. He is absolutely furious at ringside.
Yeah, this is not the start that they wanted their man to get off to.
Snuka, nice leapfrog. Cross body. And the Superfly right now controlling the tempo of this match.
Jimmy Snuka is in complete control of the champion at this moment. And Piper and Orton watching on from ringside, but with a lot of concern you can see.
And Orndorff has been, I believe, busted open. Superfly Jimmy Snuka now trying to hyperextend the arm of the champion as he drives those knees into the back. Here's a crucifix roll up and the shoulders are down. Oh, I thought we might have an upset.
Can't really call it an upset for Jimmy Snuka to win this match, but to win it that quickly.
Indeed, that's what I was referring to. Snuka very capable of winning, and you look at these two men, they are built pretty much the same. They are in tremendous condition. Neither of them missing any time in the gym. Snuka off the middle rope with a splash. That's not the one he normally goes to finish with. There's one. Piper tried to grab the referee. Did you see that?
Yes, I did, and Roddy Piper is going to do anything and everything in his power to make sure that that television title stays in their camp.
Boot to the midsection now. Off the ropes. Power slam. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And what the heck? Roddy Piper's in the ring. Cowboy Bob Orton distracting Snuka from outside the ring, and the referee allowing this.
Well, I can only say one thing. Piper did not make contact with Jimmy Snuka.
Orndorff measuring him for the elbow. Nobody home. And now the Superfly right back for more. Superfly again off the middle rope, and I believe it was a headbutt. You can see the champion in trouble.
Yeah, it's starting to look like we're going to see a new television champion crowned here tonight, very possibly.
Oh, this crowd is absolutely ready to explode if that happens. And he indeed has busted him open this time. Orndorff spilling blood, swinging a miss. And now Orndorff trying to get some momentum going here against the Superfly, but it's just not happening. Jimmy Snuka. Oh, he was going to go for a pile driver, I believe, on Orndorff. What an irony that would have been.
Orndorff off of the back body drop, thought he was going to get a pinfall on Jimmy Snuka, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to do a lot more than that.
Orndorff almost fighting out of desperation right now, and he just busted open Snuka. Both men hemorrhaging. And what is Orndorff? Orton outside the ring. Cowboy Bob removing the turnbuckle pad.
And I'm not even sure either of these men realize it's been removed yet, nor the referee for that moment.
Snuka with 3 successive atomic knee drops as Orndorff goes to the ropes and out to the apron.
Smart move by Orndorff. You can't get pinned on the apron.
They battle themselves back and forth, and now the action back inside the squared circle where it's supposed to be. Superfly from behind, rear waist lock. Belly to back suplex and dropping Orndorff on his head. The champion is in trouble. Snuka with a knee right to the head. And Roddy Piper, Cowboy Bob Orton both there to distract the Superfly.
This is the problem right now. He had this match won, in my opinion. He could have put Orndorff away, but the distraction bought Orndorff the time he needed, and he goes right to the throat of Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Orndorff off the ropes now, and he caught him with that big elbow. This has become very personal. It is indeed a blood feud at this moment. Each of these men busting each other open. And now what's Orndorff got in mind as he goes to the middle rope, waiting for the Superfly. Oh, he changes up. Oh, that delay may have cost him. Snuka with a big kick right to the jaw of the champion. There's one. There's two. He almost got him.
Again, look at this crowd. They are on their feet. They are ready. They want Snuka to put him away.
Nobody home, and now Orndorff with a knee right to the head of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Oh, wow, what a knee drop right there. That one might have knocked him out cold. Orndorff doesn't hook the leg.
Piper's not too happy right now. He's looking on. He wants this thing to be over.
Clothesline. Snuka's down for one, down for two. He's out. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff victorious here. Look at some of the replay from this one. Superfly Jimmy Snuka came very close to dethroning Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. However, he will be victorious here tonight, and he will continue on. Big victory indeed.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, victorious and still the television champion. We'll see you next Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen, for more Superstars of Wrestling.